guys, Mike here coming at you from the future. I've just finished editing this video. Unfortunately my helmet and GoPro went missing at the end of the event sometime, which means all of the in-car footage that I filmed at the event I've lost. I still really wanted to put out a video for you guys, so I've gone ahead and edited anyway. Luckily a passenger sent me some footage that he took whilst he was in the car. It's actually pretty good. Unfortunately the audio is a bit dodgy, so I've gone ahead and overlaid some music, which I think actually works pretty well. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but I still really wanted to get a video out for you guys, so yeah, here it is. Enjoy. What is up guys, welcome back to another video. It's today, we're headed to South Australia, 1300 kilometer round trip. The rig is hooked up to the trailer with the E36 on the back. I am so excited for this trip. We've done so much prep work. Everything seems good. I'm just so pumped with the Prado. It's starting to look so good. Obviously we're still missing a couple of things. This reflector at the back, mud flap here, and the body still needs to tidy up, but regardless, look at it, it's come such a long way. So a couple of you guys keen to know how much fuel this uses per 100 kilometers. So we're gonna jump on in, we're gonna start our journey. I'll reset the clock and we'll see how thirsty this thing is. I'm kind of scared, apprehensive. Hopefully it doesn't use too much. It's got the dual 90 litre tanks in it, but let's jump in the car, reset it and hit the road. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, reset our fuel per kilometer. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but it's now at 0. We are set up in here, haven't had a chance to install the Apple CarPlay head unit, so we're old school, but we're good to go. For anyone wondering as well, we're running 40 PSI in the rear tyres currently. I may jack that up to 50, just gives us better economy obviously on the road. Let's hit the road. I'm meeting up with a couple of boys about 3 hours away, and then from there it's another 4.5 hours to our accommodation at Tailem Bend, so let's get going. Yeah. We're on the road. Wow, look at that. That's supposed to be a field. That is not a field. That is a lake. Crazy. So we've made our first wee stop for the day, just to double check everything's all good. The Prado so far has been fantastic, really. No issues. I thought that I had 40 PSI in the rears. I double checked at a servo. I actually only had 32. So I've put them up to 50 just to make it a bit easier for the Prado to kind of pull everything. Currently the fuel consumption is pretty high, but at the same time, I have no idea how long the fuel that was in this car has been in this car. So it had like a full tank. One of the 90 litre tanks were full. I don't know what fuel it was, how long it's been in there, how good it was. Hopefully we start to see that fuel consumption come down a little bit, but also my tyre rack on the trailer is a little too high as well, and the wind out here is absolutely crazy because the weather is just nuts here in Melbourne at the moment, so I can literally feel the car being blown around. So obviously it's battling with headwinds and everything like that, but yeah, we'll see how we go. There's been a lot of hills on the way here as well, so once we get onto the flatter highway stuff, the fuel consumption should come down a bit. We'll stop to my friend Nathan's. We've got Nathan's BMW all loaded up. There's nothing quite like a road trip with the whole gang, so we're gonna get back on the road. We've got another 4 hours of travel. Let's go. So we're quite a few hours into the trip now, and I thought I'd give you guys my thoughts on the Prado and how it's going so far and how it feels compared to the Navara. The Navara was always a fantastic car, but they are quite basic, and obviously the Navara was manual. The YD25 was fantastic. It was dyno tuned to 131 kilowatts at the wheels. It pulled well. Up hills, I guess it would struggle slightly up very, very steep hills, and when I say struggle, I mean you'd be going 100 kilometers, you'd be towing with a trailer, the race car on the back, all the gear. It would go down to like 90 k's an hour while you're giving it quite a lot at the pedal, and then you'd reach the peak of the hill and pick back up and no worries at all. Other than that, it was awesome, but like I said, quite a basic interior wise. Definitely not made to be as comfortable as the Prado, whereas this thing, being automatic, I don't have to do any work, which is fantastic. I've just got a go pedal and a woe pedal, which is really nice. The leather seats are amazing, and just the whole surrounding is very relaxing, which is cool. So I'm going to switch over to this side because my arm's getting sore. I have enjoyed the hell out of this drive so far. That being said, the fuel economy in this thing is definitely nowhere near as good as the Navara. I'll give you a rundown on how much fuel it's actually used, and I'm also going to do a calculation to see how much fuel I used to use with the Navara towing with the race car in the back as well. We've got 3 hours of our trip left, then we get to the destination, so I'm going to settle in, enjoy the rest of this drive, enjoy this beautiful sunset. Yew. So we are currently at the event. We got to the Airbnb super late last night. We hit bed pretty much straight away, but what a fantastic drive it was in the Prado with 0 issues. So all that time and effort we put in pre the drive really paid off, which is amazing. So litres per 100 kilometers for the Prado, that came out at 22.7 litres per 100 kilometers. Now I ended up putting E10 in the car, which is $1.70 a litre here in Australia, but I've done a little comparison between the Navara, the D40 Navara towing, and this car towing. So the D40 Navara used to use around 16 to 16 and a half litres of diesel per 100 kilometers towing the same car with the tyres and everything on, so it's a really nice comparison. But diesel is $2.23 a litre. That means the total cost per 100 kilometers with the Navara D40 was $35.20 per 100 kilometers. Now the E10 is $1.70 a litre, that's 50 cents a litre cheaper. So the total cost per 100 kilometers for the Prado was $38.50. So that's a $3 per 100 kilometer difference. Now for the comfort that I get out of this car versus the Navara, the automatic gearbox, just everything, how good it was, and I still haven't even finished this car either. We're going to put the entertainment system and everything like that, but for the comfort in this car, the extra $3 per 100 kilometers, I'm more than willing to take it. Plus this thing looks awesome and it just feels great on the road, so happy days. But now we have to put our game faces on because it is round 4 of the Drifting SA series. Now I don't even know if I mentioned it at the start of this video, but this weekend is a back-to-back drifting competitions. So Saturday round 4, Sunday round 5. So today's round 4, we're about to go out for our first practice laps. I'll show you guys around the car quickly, but I'm feeling good. Hopefully the car survives 2 crazy days of drifting. I know a bunch of you 4-wheel drive guys will be new to this channel and new to drifting. Enjoy these next couple of laps in the car as we get comfortable with the layout. So here's the E36 for this round. As you can see, there's a couple of modifications that have happened to it. So we're running the E46 front guards. Look at that fitment. Hell yeah. E46 front guards on the E36. I cut them out like wide body, the sedan guards, and I've bolted them on, and I think it looks pretty darn cool. And then we've got the Toyota 86 side skirts. We're about to go out for our first practice laps, but enjoy these next few laps. Yew!
At that light post,
yeah,
and it just sits you on the wall nicely, coming off it.
Okay, slick. Alright, those first couple of laps felt pretty good actually, probably the most comfortable I've ever felt on a layout straight away. We found the wall. You can't really tell too much because this back end is made to flex and we pulled it back out. But yeah, we found the wall, which is nice, so now we'll dial it back from there. We're about to go out for our second session. Found the wall with the wheel, I think, a bit as well. Alright, we're heading out for our second round of practice before battles. Stay off that wall, eh? Wish me luck, let's go.
A few minutes later.
All right, up next we got two Victorians, two of my mates, Mike Lake and Aaron Gordon. Mike Lake in the E36 BMW.
Is it Mike Lane?
Mike Lake? Mike Lake.
Oh, Lake. He said like, come on.
Like Mike.
All right.
Mike Lake in the lead, Aaron Gordon in the chase. Mike Lake pushing hard, putting on those powers now. Aaron Gordon, that up on wagon, can get up on him.
Very cool to see Mike not scared of that wall. He recently buried the back of the car into a wall over at, was it Calder Park?
Yeah, that's it.
But got it straight back out and straight back into it as that R31 wagon is right there on Mike's door.
Second run, Mike Lake from Drop the Anchor Clothing and Aaron Gordon in the R31 wagon.
Drop the Anchor. Is that like a RB20 reference or?
Mate, it's a BMW, so dropping those anchors, mate. Here we go. Mike Lake to lead. No, Aaron Gordon to lead. Mike Lake to chase. Aaron Gordon in the big 31 wagon. Been pushing it pretty hard this season so far. Making over for quite a few.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh,
Was he in the wall? Was he in the wall? I don't know.
It looks like he might have made contact, but then made contact with Mike, and Mike's front guard is
quarter panel
flying.
The quarter panel is dropping the anchor, dropping the quarter panel. Didn't quite see what happened there. I don't know if I get time to go to the replay.
So that was sick. Pretty happy with the lead run. A little bit shallow on the inner, the tighter corners, but not too much, so I don't think they should deduct me in points there. Unfortunately, Aaron hit the wall while he was in front of me. I was fully committed, and yeah, I hit him, but it wasn't too bad. We ended up ripping the E46 guard off, but the beauty of this is we literally beat it out with a hammer, put it back on, and the car's looking pretty again. I'm happy as Larry. On to the next one. So the way that these battles work is you accumulate points in the qualifying battles. So I think you get 3 qualifying battles, accumulate points, and then the top 8 go into knockout battles where it really matters, and then you're putting on, putting it all on the line. But I was pretty happy with that run. Nice and deep on the wall, which was sick. But we're gonna have a burger, relax for a little bit, and then round 2 battles. Let's go.
These guys bringing it up a notch. Mike Lake in that E36 BMW, giving a bit of a thumbs up on the live stream. So why not do both?
But if you are thinking of coming up, it is a beautiful weekend here at the Ben Motorsport Park, all for both days.
That's it. Here we go. Roger Ianson in the lead. Mike Lake on the chase.
Mike Lake on the doors. Ianson puts all CCs of that big 3 down.
Mike Lake not leaving this side. Mike Lake all over Ianson. Ianson nice and deep, super deep, right through there. But Mike Lake right next to him. Ladies and gentlemen, both these drivers pushing super hard.
Very good. Getting his confidence back after that bingo with the wall earlier. Unfortunate to see. There's nothing you'd hate to see more than that. But now we've got Mike Lake leading against Roger Ianson. Mike in that E36 being chased down by that big 2JZ S15.
These two drivers going quickly. Mike Lake, big angle, having to wind it back off again, but Ianson right next to him. Mike Lake in the E36 BMW, pushing it nice and wide, super wide. Ianson using it to his advantage to get up on his door.
Lake did drop a wheel, but it's good to see the width. It gives Ianson a lot of space for a good battle as Ianson comes back in now. Really good by Ianson, fast car. Mike straightening out a bit there on the exit.
So unfortunately we did not make the top 16. We were driving fairly well. We missed out by 0.3 of a point, but that's drifting sometimes. They do a thing here where they drop your lowest score and double your highest score. Unfortunately, we were top 8, but we drove consistently, but I didn't get a really high score, so when they drop your lowest score, double your highest, we missed out on basically maximizing the points on that, which is super fair enough. We have another round tomorrow, so we got another chance to try again, but this is where we're gonna end this video. All right, flash forward and we are home. Back at our shop. I didn't film the second day of racing because sometimes it's nice to just chill, relax and do your thing without having to, stop and film and all that stuff. Overall, it was an amazing weekend. I didn't drive how I wanted to. I drove a bit like a spud sometimes, but shout out to the South Australian Drift Crew. You guys are freaking amazing. Such a cool place at Tailem Bend and everyone's so accommodating. It was freaking amazing. So I had an awesome weekend. The Prado was absolutely fantastic. The drive back last night was an absolute breeze. This thing just absolutely hums on the road. I wasn't kind of watching the fuel economy on the way home last night. I literally just kind of put my foot down and sent it, and we got home in good time. This thing is so freaking comfortable to drive. We're all just chilling in the car, listening to music and having a good time, and this thing just did everything it needed to do. So very, very happy with the first maiden trip of the Prado. 1,300 kilometers down. The E36 has definitely seen better days. We really gave it some hell this weekend. But that's a wrap on this video, guys. Next up, we will be installing a new bull bar and a couple of other things on the Prado, so stay tuned. I'm absolutely loving reading all your guys' comments on these videos and how much you're enjoying the Prado stuff. Hit me with all your suggestions. I'm reading all of them. I'm taking them all on board, and I can't wait to continue to improve this beautiful car. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Peace. Bye.